Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you're either having a great day, have had one, or I know you're going to have a great day. Okay? I promise. It's going to be great. Anyway, on to the news, the update. What's happening? What's going on? Where the fuck have I been? Yeah, I've been offline for a very long time on YouTube, particularly. I've been posting occasionally on TikTok and Instagram, occasional updates just for any of my followers. If you guys want to follow me on there, just down here, I'll put them in the corner or something. Yeah, so I think the last episode I filmed, we were training, and I believe I was hitting arms. It was like the first day back at the gym back in 2023, I think late 2023. It was after my crash. It was pretty euphoric. It was pretty epic. But since then, I've actually had a lot of more complications and problems, surgeries, and the main thing holding me back from recording, training, dieting, any of these three things was pretty much my antibiotics usage. I got diagnosed with a bone infection in December 2023. Um, one of those complications I mentioned before. There's a lot. If I talk about all those in this video, we would seriously be here for hours. So maybe one day, if someone wants to get me on a podcast, I'll spew it all out. I don't know. We'll get there one day. You guys will hear it, I'm sure. Um, this video, that's not what this is for. Okay? This is an update on where I'm at, what's happening, what's coming, what's happened recently, basically since August 8th. So, August 8th, I underwent the proceeding of limb lengthening surgery due to a leg length imbalance caused by aforementioned complications. So, I've gone in for operation. We've got the pin. They gotta rip out the old pin inside of my femur, so a big metal pin. Um, I don't want to get graphic and all medical, but they have to use serious tools to move these things around, right? This isn't like child's play. This isn't, playing doctor. They're they are using hammers, saws, all types of things to get these pins in and out of my leg. So they've replaced the pin that was in my leg with it's quite an incredible piece of technology. It is a self lengthening or programmable ling lengthening device. So they programmed it for me for 0.33 mil 2 times of the day, so usually morning, midday, and then it's a 0.34 at the end of the day. So 1 millimeter total for the entire day. There was a 60 millimeter discrepancy between my left and right leg in terms of functional length. Funny fact, my right tibia is actually 5 millimeters longer than my left tibia, even though neither of my tibia bones were affected at all by the accident. So I think everybody actually has bones that aren't exactly the same length, which I didn't realize that was a thing. I thought that was pretty insane. That the human body still figures it out, and yeah, awesome stuff. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So this lengthening phase, it doesn't happen for 10 days. They replace the pin. They've got this new lengthening pin in there. You can operate it using the external remote controller. I'll put some pictures up of that too. Pictures of the machine, etc. I had to wait 10 days after the initial break and pin replacement. Most of that was spent in hospital, just, recovering from surgery and all that fun stuff, coming off all the drugs, doing trying to be on as little as possible. So after the 10 days of kind of just a waiting period, you need to let the pin settle into with the bone and everything for the actual lengthening to work when you start. So after that, they start the lengthening at the aforementioned, you know, intervals 3 times a day, 1 millimeter total. That led to 60 days of lengthening total. So 60 millimeters, quite substantial. I'm going to put a photo up of the shoes I was wearing to make up for that discrepancy because I was wearing them for a while. I got some custom made shoes from Fiona Stanley Hospital because I was getting hip problems. And I'm like, ain't no way I'm getting hip problems at the age of 25. I'm not letting that happen. I need that. That's an old person thing. That's not happening to me right now. I'm not letting that happen. So I go on to that. And that's also where the limb lengthening comes in. I need to be able to walk like a normal human being without damaging my spine or my hips. So this 60 days of lengthening, they're happening. I'm going through them, posting progress. I had some x-rays on TikTok. I even had demonstration of me using the ERC. But that 60 days is done now. 60 days with the last day being the 15th of October. So just literally, it's the 18th of November now. So just over a month ago, this lengthening phase finished. But here's the fun part, right? So the lengthening's good. Now there's a massive gap between the two bones they've made. And then obviously the body needs to fill that gap. And the consolidation period is at least twice the amount of time as the lengthening. So that means for at least 120 days, I'm not going to be able to put any weight through my left leg. So if you could imagine, my way of transportation is either a wheelchair, Zimmer frame, walking on only my right foot, not touching the floor with my left foot at all. Kind of doing a hamstring curl to keep it up. And the third being crutches. I do like the crutches because I'm very used to them and they're quite lightweight, but they're also a pain in the ass sometimes as well. And you just want to throw them across the room. You're just sick of it. I just wish I could walk again. But, we're here. We've got a light at the end of the tunnel. We are going to make it. I do believe that I'm going to make it. I plan to get back as close as I can to my normal self, and hopefully post more videos. I am on a lower dose of antibiotics now, so I am feeling much better in the gut. I haven't been feeling as sick day to day. I used to feel sick every day, man. I tell you what, I could not survive a morning without salted hash browns. Like, that's all I could eat. I was so sick. And some days I would vomit still. Some days I wouldn't. But regardless, I felt like absolute shit. So I'm glad that those days are over. And I'm on a low dose now. Hopefully that means I can get some training videos out soon. Consolidation period is twice as long as the lengthening period at least. So I have at least 120 days before I'm even maybe able to walk again. So yeah, at least 120 days of consolidation. And I'm also going to stick in my physio routine. I'm going to upload that for you guys here. But yeah, be on the lookout for those. Like them, share them. I really appreciate it. Even give me some comments. I want some more comments, guys. I want some suggestions. What do you want me doing? Do you want me like gaming streaming? I love video games. Um, we could do anything, man. I'm down. All right, anything. But let me know, guys. hit me in the comments. Cheers.